Yo, Skid, what's up, everybody, man? Y'all know who I be. It's your man, Pooh, CYGG, man. I'm back with another video, and today I'm about to be telling you guys about my hands-on impression with the Madden 21 beta. I played it for a couple of hours, I'm not gonna lie, and as I was playing it, like, I was jotting stuff down in my notes, the positives and the negatives. I'm not gonna do it like I usually do my other videos where I go through a long list of positives and negatives. What I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be pinpointing certain things, and I'm gonna be telling you the positives and the negatives of it within the same time frame. That way you guys can understand. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Number one, downfield blocking. Downfield blocking, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's very hit or miss. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you seen in the Madden trailer, it kind of looks exactly like that, where it's like, man, they look like they going for them sometimes they're not. I'm not gonna lie, when it's executed perfectly, you get the perfect downfield block, and it's like you know you about to score a touchdown. But when it's executed poorly, then it's just like last year when, or I'm gonna just say the last few years of Madden, when you're just running, swerving your blocker into the oncoming defender to make them block them, and then swerving the other way, you know, just to get where you gotta get. That's the positives and negatives of that. Number two, pass blocking. Pass blocking, I'm not gonna lie, it's not as terrible and it's not as good. It's really not even at a medium. You either get great pass blocking or you get no pass blocking. It seems like that's where it's at sometimes. I mean, it's like, if you've seen how I talked about it basically within that trailer, if you've seen the Madden trailer, you'll see where, you know, you had the offensive lineman basically just running off somewhere else, not blocking nobody and stuff like that. Pass blocking has its moments, bro, where it's just still damn terrible, where you would just have an offensive lineman sitting there blocking air when nobody's there. But the positive about it is, if you got an offensive lineman with a high enough awareness, sometimes if he catches himself just standing there, he'll actually go look for somebody to block or try to go pancake. Now, once again, we're back with a negative though. Sometimes he will also go pick the worst person to block. He will go pick, like, your offensive lineman will go pick somebody to block who's already being blocked. And it's like, yo, why would you do that? He's already blocked. Why would you go block somebody when you can literally block somebody who's free running at the quarterback? That's how it is sometimes with the pass blocking. You know, that's my, you know, that's my gripe about it. Number three, player movement speed. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, the player movement speed on defense, I see people complain about it. And to be honest with you, I do agree with him. It is slow. The reason why I'm kind of iffy on it, because it's like, all right, for example, the linebackers don't roam the field like they're a Luke Kuechly. Like, everybody shouldn't be roaming the field like a Luke Kuechly or a Deion Jones. But at the same time, you know, it's not just the linebackers who they make moves slow, it's the cornerbacks. Now, that's where I have my main problem. It's one thing to have, you know, linebackers and stuff moving slow. I can understand it, even though we have more hybrid, you know, linebackers now in the NFL. But it's another thing when the most athletic player on the field is not moving fast enough. Like, that's why, like, if you looked at my last trailer, you will hear me basically say this right here. What I'm thinking is, they're gonna slow the movements on offense, and they're gonna slow the movements of the abilities that each player has to, you know, be able to execute it more effectively, so the defensive player can have a better chance of tackling. So in other words, you're toning down the moves to accommodate for the lack of pursuit angles. I mean, it's a good thing. How effectively will it work? I don't know. Literally, everything that I just said, that applies to right now. I didn't even pick the game up. I literally didn't even pick the game up at that point, and I dotted that right on the head. I literally got it point for point. Like, I can understand the benefits, because like having that player speed tuned down to a certain extent, it does stop a lot of big plays from constantly happening. But at the same time, man, it irritates you a lot, and it can open up for bigger plays to happen if you're usering on defense. I can't even play man user with my corner, because I'm gonna get my ass dusted every single time, because they're like, they automatically strafing and they're moving too slow. I do not like that at all. Number five, throwing out of sacks. Now, if you guys paid attention to the trailer, they talked about this, you know, the quarterback releasing the ball out of sacks, and then it showed you, you know, Baker Mayfield basically throwing the interception even though he was getting hit. Now, the positives, I understand the reason why this was inserted, because, you know, last year, due to people nanoing so damn much, if y'all stop nanoing and exploiting stuff so much, a lot of things wouldn't happen that way. But hey, you can't tell people what to do. But the reason why they put that in the game is for those people who abuse the blitzes and stuff like that. It allows them to be able to get the ball off, because last year, if you understood, you will have some time where you will have a quick slant about to happen and your quarterback will not react and he will get hit and you'll be like, yo, why didn't he throw the ball when I was trying to throw the ball to the wide open guy? This is within the game to be able to prevent that. Now, with that being said, that's a positive. Where the negative is on throwing out of sacks is it bails out bad play. I feel like for something like that, you should be able to punish people. Like, you should want to punish the user for not paying attention to his offensive line and not being a good player. Because what happens is you have some people who run around, who sit there and wait too long, not paying attention to where the pressure is coming from. They get hit and throw the ball and escape the sack. And it's like, oh, the sack don't count, or they end up still completing the pass, or they end up, you know, just getting the ball out for an incompletion when it could have been yards that went against them. So you're basically bailing them out for not being aware in the pocket, and I do not like that at all. Number 6, the Earl Thomas ability. I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys been hearing a lot of people talk about the Earl Thomas film study ability. Now, I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna give my positives and negatives on it. Now, the positives about the Earl Thomas film study ability basically is, if you run the same play over and 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 over again, the defense will get to see your play. It's like the Omaha defense. They basically reveal your play to them because you're running it so damn much. Now, do I have a problem with that? No, because it helps the user on defense be able to stop a meta from developing. Now, if you guys are familiar with Call of Duty, Fortnite, anything, 2K, there's always going to be some type of meta set in place on any gaming console. But in this case, it kind of helps you be prepared for the meta offensive plays to be set, you know, by the people who spam it a little too much. Now, would that mean film study will become the meta on defense? I don't know. That's also a good question. Negatives about you know, film study is basically, if a defense is using a specific type of play and they're getting to the quarterback a little too much, if they're blitzing, they nanoing, and they're using that one specific defensive play to shred you up, and you find that one offensive play to dominate that defensive play that keep, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what happened when you're playing competitive or something like that. A person just run one play and you figure out, you're like, oh, this works against that. Let me keep doing it every time he lines up like that. Now, the problem is with the negatives is, once you find that specific play to destroy that defensive set that he keeps getting in, he's going to be able to adjust his defense to it, because they're going to have film study because you ran that offensive play against that defensive play too much. And that's where it becomes overpowered for the defense. That's where it can help the defense. And that's why I'm like, I really don't kind of like it in that context. I understand it, but that's the positives and the negatives of film study. Number 7. Constant celebrations. The thing about the constant celebrations in Madden 21, I'm not going to even lie to you, bro. At first, when you first play the game in the beta, it's dope. You like knowing that, hey, I can get me a long run. Let me go ahead and celebrate real quick. I got me a long run. And the negatives about it is it kind of gets a little too much after a while. Like, when you, like, dude, you caught a 15-yard pass. What you gotta celebrate every day? You gotta celebrate every damn first down, bro. It can make the games even longer, especially if you're online, bro. Oh my God, bro. It will definitely make the games even longer, bro. And I do not like that at all. It just, like, bro, you're draining the life out of people. Quit the constant celebrations over nothing, man. 8. Player strafe entirely too damn much on defense. Now, if you guys, once again, this goes back to the trailer when it talks about the tackling. I mentioned this in the trailer, and it came to fruition within the game of me playing the game, into showing us good people, everybody strafe tackling. Basically what they're saying is, people who aren't elite ball carriers, the top tier ball carriers in the game who don't have above an 85 juke and stuff like that, they are going to be able to get tackled more consistently by certain defensive players because they're going to make the AI automatically straight tackle. Basically, that's what I'm seeing. That's literally it. That's literally it. That I said that before even playing the game. They're going to make the tacklers strafe tackle a lot more. Now, they strafe entirely too much. Sometimes they're strafing to the point you can run past them. And that's what creates open plays. And I'm not going to lie, bro. It is annoying as hell. Number 9. The new abilities. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, the way they broke some of their abilities up and the way they, they added some of them like zone abilities and stuff like that, I really like that. I'm not gonna lie, it's not really too much of a negative I would say about it. I know some people talk about the Lamar Jackson trust ability, which basically means like he's a quarterback that can't really, fumble because he runs the ball that much. Whereas to me, that's actually realistic because that's literally Lamar Jackson. He runs the ball. He doesn't fumble that much. So I don't see what's the problem with that ability when people were clamoring for, hey, can you stop quarterbacks fumbling so much because Lamar Jackson? Exactly. They put that in the game for y'all. So you can't ask for that and then gripe about it. It's not an overpowered ability because once I activated it, I started running with Lamar Jackson and I still fumbled. Number 10, AI. Bro, man, I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. The AI still acts a little bit stupid. The reason why I say that because a lot of the plays from last year still work this year. Like, bro, it's really not too hard of a difference because the game kind of looks the same, but that's because it's Frostbite engine. We've already crossed that road so many times, not gonna do that no more. The thing is, it's like, bro, the reaction of some of the computers, like when they're playing zones, sometimes they react the best and sometimes they don't react at all. Like it's just like the downfield blocking. You either get like the best of both worlds. You're either gonna get it greatly or you're gonna get it like not at all. It's just gonna be terrible. That's what I mean when I'm like, I don't know. Like the AI is still, I don't really know what to say about it. It's not the best. The AI is not gonna be your best friend all the time. So I'm gonna just say that. But once again, man, we don't know what they're gonna change because I've been in the forums. I gave my critiques and stuff like that. I looked at other people's critique. I've been looking at everybody talk about it, and you got competitive players who just want things for them competitively, and then you got the casual or the sim football fans who just want things to be sim and good how it is because people want it to be realistic. And then you got people out here that just want it to like suit their game style so they can go into a Madden tournament. That's basically what it is, and like not everybody in the world is trying to get into a Madden tournament. G, please don't be like the Fortnite gamers and be at the top asking for this to be corrected only to ruin the game for everybody, and then everybody turns into a complaint fest. And then when everybody turns into a complaint fest, ain't nothing gonna get fixed at all. Then we're gonna be at each other's necks complaining about who wanted what fixed. It's gonna be the franchise community against the MUT community, and it's gonna be the MUT community against the sim community. It's gonna be everybody against everybody. It's gonna be a free for all, and ain't nobody gonna get nothing done. So it's like, I really don't know what to say. I hope that they address the things that needs to be addressed, man. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of bad plays that, got bugs and stuff in it that I'm pretty sure they're going to address because it's the beta. Like they said, we know this not going to be the same game. A month from now, it's going to be way different. But I kind of like the speed on offense. I like that, you can't really abuse the edge of the game by like, having the fastest guy just do all the moves. Like, no, if you got Justice Hill and he doesn't have 90 juke and stuff like that, but he got 90 speed, he's not going to be shaking everybody. He's still going to get tackled easily. So those are the things I like about it, man. You guys let me know what you like about it, man, if you got to play it. But until next time, it's your man Pooh. CYGG, and I'm out.